If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh? Alright, so she's 22 weeks pregnant. Oh, okay. Cool. Getting some dialogue about the main character.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Oh.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
So this man in a fate of death. Dang. Yes, Marie. What we got?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Not quite.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
What? Not seen that. Zooming that way.
I'm over here, Dad.
Dad,
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you would. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Well then. Jeez, that
After
was,
Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh. Oh God.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Huh.
Send over Gregory. It's time to. Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. It sure made him happy.
Yeah. This wasn't terrible. Holy crap.
I know
Oh,
how sick
got
it
it.
sounds. Well, I'm worried about the baby being too happy. But I can feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
No, I don't want to.
Oh. Wait. Am I gonna drown?
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
I'm gonna stop it. Come on, no. Oh
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
The frog killed him? Oh my gosh. It's gonna... Oh, the frog. Oh no. Oh no.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus? Wait, am I Dawn? The freak am I? Hold up. Who am I? I'm Edith. What the freak is Dawn? So Gus died here, I guess, too. What the freak is Gus?
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. Information pride.
Is he gonna get hit by lightning? Did I miss one? I don't see anything I missed. Alright, let's look on the other side. Oh, what are you gonna spell?
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Where's this other hidden mother at? I like this game, but it's freaking dark. Oh, I am gonna hit by lightning. Oh, I saw you. I'm stealing everything.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said was, make the music louder.
I wish that. Oh.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh. Okay. Down, sleep, sweep, track. Oh, it's duties. Okay. Race flex 1:30. Breakfast say a.m. Quiet time 11 p.m. Mop my yard. Great. Jump rope 1 on X. Jumping jacks 150. What else we got? What? Oh. Oh, freaking. Where's my rope? I just gotta climb the bookshelf. Alright.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
She moved up here?
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Wait, so the mother is gone? Wait, maybe not.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
So it is Dawn knows this one's mother.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Oh, no, don't go down, don't go down. No! Go back up, you son of a... Oh. I saw that coming, totally. So I can ride a fireman pull down, that's cool, I like that. I just did though. Come on, faster. I know you're pregnant, but come on. Come on, get up there, yeah. Now, what is this? Is this Dawn? No.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I believe it would. Can I use that again?
Lewis was born a year later.
Oh? Hopefully I can use that again, that was fun. Can I go down? Oh, okay, go
When
on.
my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
I'm about to say...
The house had to get a little
Edie.
bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I'm about to see Edie's death.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Edith, Barbara, Molly, Sam, Savin, Odin, Greg, Lewis. I think that's Lewis's death.
But it didn't last.
Why it didn't last? I don't even know what she said now. Fake. Wait, let me out of here. Oh,
Beginning at the end
freak.
was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Wait, whose feet are those? My opinions. Well, that would be sick in real life. Wait, what is that?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, yeah. Oh! This is awesome! I didn't make one of this. Is that it? So he was a painter. Am I gonna draw him with a paintbrush now? Milton. He was the...
I was 4
He was the
when
king
he
with a
disappeared.
paintbrush. My good friend, a brother, whatever the fuck you with this person. So he disappeared.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
What did he find? Oh, guess I'm going up somewhere.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
room is Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
You can come in anytime you want. It's nice. Nothing's wrong. Is this a boat? It's a bloody boat. Dude, I want a house like this. Probably really bad though. Again, I ain't gonna do them drugs though. After that. Is that true?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh. Wait, did he die too? Who the freak hasn't died yet? I feel like Milton's like in my room. Mine's next one, anyways. Dawn. What? Oh, what is this?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it.
This is hard.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
Oh.
He knew it was all in his head.
Screw that fish.
He took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Aye. Ooh, what the heck is this?
But he found something more.
This Dark Souls. I'm not to get moving.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the
Let's go
cannery.
up the stairs. The fish are
I
getting
spoke
slow,
with his
I like
boss.
that.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
God dang it.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
I'm not focused, I'm sorry.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Where the freak am I? Doesn't that? Oh, another
I
fish.
even encouraged him.
Got it, good.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Come on, doggy, let's go. Come on.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Another fish. Oh, freak.
He built the city up slowly, brick
It's starting
by
to get
brick.
faster, I don't like that. Yeah, let's
Then he made
go.
musicians.
I am the king.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
I'll cut my hand off right now.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
We're fake?
were all in his imagination,
Yep, like it.
so he could do whatever he wished.
Oh, wait.
He held an election for mayor,
And one.
and he won.
Yep. Tired mode.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, freaking hell, that's freaking screwed me over badly.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
Oh no. Oh no.
He started
Yes.
drifting away from our reality.
Yes, dodge it. Good.
Minneapolis.
Oh, jeez.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Screw you. Oh no.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful. Yeah. Ah, queen. Go with the queen. I will get to the queen. Wait, I can go through here.
handsome queen.
A handsome queen, yes. So the rocks won't kill it. That would. Ooh.
The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister safe. Yes.
sinister serpents.
Oh no! No! F off.
He followed the sound of her
I'll go with harp since it's a fantasy.
silver harp.
Oh. Yeah, music.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh no, am I gonna play it?
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh no. Oh no. So much shopping in this little stuff. Oh no.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Oh. Oh, that is
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
What did I become? What did I become?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I'll go through the small one. Oh. The heck? Where am I?
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Wait. Is that? Hold up. That's me?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
It is. Oh. What am I gonna do? Oh wait, okay.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
I was standing still on this thing. Why do you look like an assassin? I don't know, walk like a fat
including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising me.
Smith, come on.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Don and his own Eddie. Don Eddie. Mashika. Sanjay. Okay. Ooh.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Anything else you want to look at? No? Oop.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night has been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Oh, I thought it was a knife. Oh, that's a cool pen, actually. I like that.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
What am I doing? This is pheasant.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your story. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you. But there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
What?
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
No.
I got turned around.
What? Wait. Where am I? No, it has to be this way. This has
For
to
a
be.
while, I wandered.
Yeah, I don't know where I am.
I started seeing things.
I'll follow that.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here? It's mine. Edith! Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, I gotta control my hand. Okay.
We both tried to make the best of it.
No, get out of here. No, get out. Ah, they followed my hand.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
What the f...
Last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Wait.
And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
What is that? What?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay. Oh. Why? Is that it? Okay. That got dark fast. Alright. That's it.